Karibu sana mheshimiwa. Asante.
Jambo nyote. Sasa sijui kusema comrades power. Au vijana power. Comrades power. Comrades power. I was supposed to be here early morning. So my apologies for coming at this time. Because last night we decided this morning to start by signing a coalition agreement with the parties he has just mentioned. Is the One Kenya Alliance, and we have just inked that coalition. It's a document to bind us to cooperate for purposes of capturing power in the coming elections, and also for purposes of, if necessary, negotiating with other formations, with other alliances. So that will be deposited at the Registrar of Political Parties. And one of the things we have said is that we value openness, and we want as partners to keep everything above the table, nothing under the table. And if we are going to talk to other formations, they too must come with openness. I just want to say this, that dictators are made, not born. And they are made by you and me. If you fail to hold the leadership in your party to account, and if now Kenya members are here, I'm telling you this, and I always tell you even within the party, if you fail to hold the leadership to account, then you are the one creating or strengthening bad governance and creating a dictatorship. In Kenya, big party politics has not enhanced our democracy. It has enhanced opaqueness, where a person may win a nomination ticket and then their party gives it to another person who is preferred by the leadership. And in areas where the party has influence, obviously that person who's gotten the ticket unfairly is the one who goes in. And this has affected a lot of women and the youth. Women are normally told, you step down, you will be nominated. Even this time we have seen the so-called big parties. I'm saying so-called because some parties don't even have members of parliament, maybe just one, and it's already being called a big party. We shall know big parties after the elections. It's in the constitution. Constituencies were supposed to be more equalized on numbers after 8 years. It's beyond 8 years. We were not saying anything new that is not in the constitution. So although we were saying we are speaking to Mount Kenya, these are things that apply to every Kenyan, not to be hijacked with a blindfold. And I think we have succeeded.
You have succeeded.
Yeah.
All right. Have you decided on who's going to be the chair of your coalition?
Okay, it is rotational. We are equals. And I'm wondering how easy it's going to be joining a coalition where the seats have already been distributed. It means that then we might be joining as junior. So that will be one of the issues that we would want to sit down and discuss.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. My name is Okioi Datsley, a law student. My question is to Senior Counsel Martha Karua concerning the coalition. You have said that you are equals, but the other day when I was reading the book, Negotiating Without Getting to Yes, one of the principals came out clearly saying that he needs a position and you negotiate from what you want so that you get what you want. So how are you equals? Is it not absurd that William Fisher and Roger Firin say that we can negotiate without getting to yes? So what's the position, you as partners?
Thank you so much. My name is Conrad Kea. I come from the Mlembe Youth Movement. My question is, Honorable Martha Karua, you have been one of the biggest supporters, especially you have been one of the women leaders we have seen in the country. You have supported women, and we know that in the next election, there is a discussion around having a women deputy president. And looking at the two coalitions, there's a high chance that they might pick a woman as a deputy president. Will you, in any case, if you are approached, engage them and become a deputy president to either Ruto or maybe Raila Odinga? And if not, what if your colleagues in the Oka coalition, we have experienced politics of deceit and politics of betrayal. What happens if the other colleagues in Oka leave you alone and join the other guys? Thank you so much.
I think it's the culture in this country. It's not about low qualifications. We think of public positions as rent-seeking occasions. If you remember the first county assembly of Makueni, Professor Kibwana was the governor. And his MCAs wanted to impeach him because he refused to let them have their way in abusing public funds. And he dared them and collected signatures to send the county assembly home. It took much of his first term, but because of his character, not because he's a professor, because of who he is as a person, his integrity, he was not afraid to be taken home. He stood firm. During his second term, which is about to end, we have not had his MCAs daring to impeach. And a lot of good work has gone on. So I once again say it's not about qualifications. In fact, it was the question of how can we be equals? That was the first question. Being equals doesn't mean that you all must get the same seat. It means in decision making, your voice counts and we discuss as equals. Obviously, if Oka was to field a presidential candidate, the 6 of us cannot all be candidates. We will sit down, agree on a criteria, and choose one person. If there is to be a running mate, the same way, through consensus. And if there is a disagreement, there is a dispute resolution mechanism within the agreement. So being equal means equality in making the decisions in the organization that your voice is heard. Female deputy president, whether I would negotiate. This is a proposition that is futuristic. I do not have any solid proposal on the table. I've had winks here and there. You don't go to report winks, even in business. You wait for solid proposals. There is no solid proposal on the table to discuss. When it comes, I will tackle it with the same vigor that I'm addressing you now. Thank you.
We want to wish you blessings, right? And even in your endeavor with the gubernatorial seat as well. We pray that what happened may not happen again. So we wish you our blessings, and may God richly also be with your constituents as well. Asante. Makofi tena kwa Martha Karua.